I have a little story to tell you. So last night, in the middle of the night, I woke up with my body literally jumping outside of my room. And I'm not sure if it was in a dream or if I really saw it, but there was a really big spider in my room, like right next to me where I was sleeping. So, yeah, when I woke up, like even before my memory kind of started, I was out, like jumping outside of my room. Like my body just did it. Like my body just reacted without me going through a mental process like, oh, you better run. It just happened. And I kind of like came to as I was outside of the room already. It was a really strange situation. And because of that like lack of clarity mentally that my body just jumped up and ran out of the room, I was in mystery and suspense. Like I wasn't sure if there was really a giant spider in my room. So and it took me a while to build up the courage. Not that long, like a minute, but so I had to build up the courage to actually go back into my room, turn the light on, and to make sure there wasn't a giant spider anywhere. So I went through everything in my room. Everything. I turned things over. Um, my bed is on the floor, and that's another long story. But I have like a foam pad on the floor because I'm doing a little lifestyle experiment. So I like flipped over my blankets and made sure there wasn't a spider in there. I basically went through my whole room and cleared it to make sure there wasn't a giant spider because I saw it, whether it was in my dream or reality. I don't know, and I'm not sure. I was confused and kind of scared because who wants to go to sleep with the possibility of a giant spider near them? Pretty much no one. So yeah, I tore through my whole room just to make sure. And it turns out there was no giant spider. Or maybe there was. I don't know. But my room was clear. So it was a weird experience. Really, really weird because I did see some kind of thing. Was it my mind playing tricks on me? Was it a dream? I don't know. But I woke up with my body just running. It was an interesting way to wake up. So, and it taught me a couple things about life, that experience. And the first thing is courage. If I were to like sleep on the couch or something like that, I would have let my fears take control. So instead of giving up, I decided to investigate and to make sure there wasn't a giant spider in my room. So courage is the first thing I learned. And so many things in life on a daily basis test your courage. Some things are little tests of courage, but there are a lot of tests of courage. Some are little, some are big. But we even have a lot of little tests of courage every day. So that was a test of courage for me. Because I didn't know if there was a spider this big, lurking underneath my shorts or something. Who knows? So it was a test of courage to do that. And the second lesson is to not believe everything you think or everything you see. Because I don't know if it was a dream or if it was my mind playing tricks on me or what, but I felt like I saw a spider and I felt like a big, big, big spider was in my room. And that's why, as I woke up, my body just jumped and ran out of the room in a reaction. Really strange. So we can't really trust our perception sometimes. Our minds can play tricks on us. Our beliefs can play tricks on us. So, yeah, there's the expression, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Because we have programmed filters that affect how we decode reality. So, can't trust your mind all the time. And another thing is to stalk your fears. So this ties into courage. Instead of like giving up and like sleeping somewhere else, and I would have had to eventually go back into my room anyway, but instead of doing that, I decided to proactively stalk my fears. So my fear, even if it wasn't real, it felt real, was this big spider that was in my room. So instead of running away from it, I exhibited courage. I made the choice to choose courage over fear and to stalk it proactively. So I went through everything, tearing things up, making sure it wasn't in my bed, making sure it wasn't under my shorts, all that stuff. I actively stalked my fears. And this is something Aubrey Marcus talked about it on a podcast, but it's essentially if you proactively stalk your fears, they won't govern your life. But if you don't, they will affect you and govern your life from the shadows. So if I never proactively approached or proactively sought after the spider that was in my room, it would have been in the back of my mind until I did so. It wouldn't have allowed me to rest. It wouldn't have allowed me to fully rest. You can't sleep with the thought like, oh, there might be a really big spider here. So because I proactively did that, it gave me peace of mind. So after I kind of tore through my whole room, then I was like, okay, it must have been a dream. So then I went back to sleep and I was able to rest and relax after that because I was proactive with it and because I exhibited courage in the face of fear. So it was ultimately it was a test of courage for me to make that move of going back into my room, turning the light on and investigating. It was pretty scary because I didn't know what the hell happened. It's such a weird thing to like wake up with your body running out of your room and like what is going on. Very, very confusing, very interesting scenario. So yeah, and I learned some life lessons. So yeah, that's my story. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Use courage, choose courage over fear, stalk your shadows, all right? Peace, peace, much love, and one love, baby.